This is the Coach Calhoun Show featuring Fairmont State University men's basketball head coach Jared Calhoun. The show is presented by Little General and Valley Distributing.
Coach, first of all, you guys are coming off a very emotional win. Walk me through what happened and why you guys were playing at such a high level, you think, during that game against West Liv.
Well, Matt, I think our guys were really prepared. We had two good practices. Everybody was on the floor at practice at times this year. We haven't had everybody out there. So it was good to have everybody out there flying around. I think the kids rose to the occasion. I think anytime you're playing the #1 team in the country, you're always going to play at a higher level. That's the hard thing with coaching young people, is to try to get them to stay focused every single game. But I thought we had 2 great days of preparation.
Sure. What went into those 2 great days of preparation, you think, in terms of getting the guys ready?
Well, just a lot of focus. We talk about focus a lot. Every single drill we did, guys were focused. In the film room, I thought they really dissected our game plan as score early, score late. Let's go try to shoot layups. If we don't have that, let's run some clock. Let's run good screens. Run our offense, and I thought they did a great job.
What do you think of the crowd atmosphere in terms of the game? I know West Liv's always a big game for you and your guys. What do you think of how the fans showed?
I thought our fans were fabulous. I thought they did a tremendous job. I think our guys really fed off that energy. Anytime you can get people in the stands making some noise, I think young people really thrive on that.
Sure. After the game, obviously a lot of emotions going on. How do you think the guys handled taking such a big win in terms of
Well, Matt, everybody talks about this game tonight, playing Shepherd, trap game, dangerous game. At this point, they're all dangerous. I think our guys have been in enough close ones that they understand and they respect teams in the league. This team has 2 all-league players, great point guard, great big. So, I don't think there's any more trap games because we got to win a whole bunch of them. So they're all trap games in my mind.
You guys have those guys who can come in and provide leadership too. I mean, in terms of the beginning of the year, that might have been not really an issue, but some people questioned it. Now, what do you see in terms of
leadership? Sometimes when you take one-year transfers, it takes a little bit of time. It's a process. This thing's not going to happen overnight. It takes them time to understand our system, understand their teammates. I think Nick understands that he's one of our go-to guys, if not the go-to guy. So he's got to rise to the occasion, and I think our transfers that we've taken, it's taken us some time throughout the years to get them going, but he's really got it going at a great time.
And you talk about the other guys who can kind of feed off them, like Caleb. Shams played really well lately. Chase obviously coming off the bench doing what he does. What are those guys learning from these guys in terms of playing well lately? Well,
I think we're very balanced. I think we have a good balance right now. We've kind of empowered Sham to be the lead guard, to be the starting point guard. That's tough on a senior in Brandon Began. I think Brandon's handled it very good, not starting. I don't think he really cares. And he played 20-25 minutes the other night. So we've got a great mix at the point guard spot. Chase is doing a tremendous job off the bench. He's another guy nobody talks about, and he comes in and makes big shots. And has done a great job throughout the course of his career. But I think we have a balanced team. When we have 5-6 guys in double figures, we're very hard to beat.
You guys have been really on a roll lately. You have UC on the road this weekend coming up. Pretty tough game against them last time, and you dropped a 1-point contest. What are you seeing out of them?
Well, honestly, Matt, our focus right now is on Shepherd. We've got them tonight, and that's a very tough task because they're a dangerous team. We'll look at Charleston later tonight. We've read all the stuff. They've won 8 out of 9. It's an NCAA tournament game. This is an NCAA tournament week for us. We've got to get 2 wins to put ourselves in a good spot. So we'll worry about Charleston tonight after Shepherd.
Sure. Going into the end of the season, and obviously, like you said, you don't want to worry about one team. What do you expect out of your guys for this final run and down the stretch?
We want to win every game. When we play, we can beat anybody, not only in our league but in the country. And our goal is to win them all. We don't want to put ourselves in a position where the committee can find a reason to not put us in. And I think everybody's trying to build their resume. It's that time of year. It's almost February. You're about a month away from Selection Sunday. So we got to keep getting better daily and keep picking up wins.
Right. In terms of where you guys are at right now, what do you think you guys can do to improve to make sure that happens?
Well, the #1 thing is offensive rebound. We've got to do a much better job on the offensive glass. We're doing a great job lately of not turning the ball over. If this team can develop a little bit more nastiness to them, get second and third shots on the offensive glass, we can really be a hard team to guard.
All right, Nick, you guys are coming off a big win, obviously, against West Liberty. You played a big role in that game. Talk about what was going on during the game, the high emotions, and just the ins and outs of what it takes to upset a #1 team like that.
Well, I mean, everybody know this is my first year, my first taste of the West Lib Fairmont game, but that's pretty much all I really heard about this summer. Through my recruiting process, even going to other schools and visiting other schools, a lot of people talk about West Lib. So for me, it was just wanting to actually get a chance to go at them. I just think we were all ready as a team to play that game.
Sure. You go back to the UVA-Wise game. Coach sits you on the bench for a little bit, and you come off the bench against West Lib. What do you think that's done to you in terms of just having time to reflect on some of the things that your performance this season, things like that? How do you think that's affected you at all?
Well, personally, I'm my biggest critic. So when I had, I think I had 3 games with 6 points at the beginning of the season, I pretty much beat myself up about it. So that was during that little break we had in between, that was when I did all my reflecting on how I've been playing. So when I came back, I knew that I would put myself in a position whereas every game I played, it wouldn't be that type of result. So the Wise game was good for me to just watch. I mean, I never underestimated competition, but they were 1-11. I knew my team could beat them they probably could have beat them with all our freshmen and walk-ons. But I knew I had to be mentally prepared for West Lib. So my biggest thing was just staying in it mentally, not letting it get me down as far as just not playing, because that never happened to me before. But I just stayed positive mentally. I'm a senior now, so I got to be strong mentally.
Just watching you on the court a little bit, once you get rolling, you make your first couple, 3 or 4 baskets, something just seems to click in your head where you know anytime you get the ball, you go up and you're gonna score.
That's how I've been my whole career. If I see this ball go in at the beginning of the game, it's pretty tough to knock myself off. I feel like I got to pretty much stop myself at that point. It's all about shot selection at that point.
Right. Like you said, the first half of the season, you kind of, I don't know if the word struggled is right, but you kind of took a little bit to get acclimated to the offense and things like that. Coach Calhoun was expecting, of course, big things out of you. I think the second half, you're averaging a little bit over 18 points, a little bit over 5 rebounds. You finally, I guess, realizing your potential and playing to that high level. What's that been like for you?
It's been good. It's been a blessing. I knew I could play like this the whole season. It was just, I wanted to say filling my team out, filling the system out, filling the Division II game out. It's a big difference between where I came from and coming here. So, it was just something to get used to. I don't think I was as mentally prepared for the difference in the games at the beginning of the season. So, at a lot of times, I was just at a standstill, I think. But now everything's on the line. Starting to play good. For me, I just think it's if you start to play good at the right time, that's what it's all about.
Right. And the whole team is starting to play good as well at the same time. Thomas obviously feeds off of you. Jamel feeds off of you. Talk about those guys and what they can do to keep things rolling, you think?
Well, Thomas and Mel are both great players. They tell me a lot that they feed off me as well. It just has been all summers. From this summer, as soon as I came in, Coach asked me to try to lead these guys. I was a 1-year dude. Everybody just met me, so I didn't really know how to come at everybody on the team in a way like I didn't want to hurt anybody's ego or anything. So I just think as time went on, we just all got closer and closer, and it's all becoming easier. Now we can say almost anything to each other and not take it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So this is all about time with each other.
Right.
Tune in to timeswv.com on your computer or mobile device every Thursday at 7 p.m. for a new episode of The Coach Calhoun Show presented by Little General and Valley Distributing.